Do I look like all right? Does it look like a Thunderbird?
You do look a bit like Thunderbird.
Yeah, I thought so. Virgil. It's Virgil. You may know or not know, there's been a chicken crisis. 700 KFC stores remaining closed across the country.
Oh, my goodness. However, do not fear, because here to help you with your chicken fix is Colonel Phil with his very own bargain bucket.
This has caused a lot of upset, this. Leanne says McDonald's last week, no Grand Big Macs. KFC this week, no chicken. If Burger King has a problem next week, I feel there's a zombie apocalypse on its way.
You've done everything here.
Kerry says, I have a friend who is a complete breakdown over a local KFC being closed. How could they do this to her?
So
you can sort this.
Oh, yes, I'm right.
This is a simple problem.
It is. It's simple. Here we are. There it is. Look at that there now. There it is.
Oh.
Now, I spent a bit of time in America a couple of years ago learning how to make fried chicken properly. And the thing about KFC is when they did it, they pioneered pressure fryer cooking in the 70s.
Right.
And that's where you can eat the bones because they pressure fry it.
You can eat the bones?
Yes.
I've never eaten a bone.
You know when you have a rib bone, a rib cage, when a fried chicken, you eat the bone accidentally and it's not hard.
Who does that?
Soft. You must have done it.
Never done that?
We ain't got time for that. Anyway, I do. But there we are. But the point being
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But the point being is, fried chicken, it's very, very simple. Now, here I've got thighs.
Yeah.
Okay, these are chicken thighs. I left the bone in, but I take the skin off, purely because if you're not careful, if you fry it incorrectly or not the right amount of time, it becomes very greasy.
OK, yeah.
So I tend to take that off. Now, what I also do, I use buttermilk here, or yoghurt. Just pour that over the chicken. If you can leave it for an hour, a couple of hours, all the better. It just breaks down the tendons and the muscle meat. It's delicious. Now, what I've done here, that's something we did earlier, and up to about 24 hours, it's fine, but honestly, it completely changes the flavour profile.
How funny.
Yeah. Now, what I've done is taken off the residue of the buttermilk, which is in this bowl here, and I'm adding to that eggs.
Yeah.
So now, in America, certainly in the deep south, a lot of it, they don't even use flour. They just literally marinate the chicken and fry it straight away in hot lard. Or peanut oil.
Well, where do you put the spices then?
The spices, some don't have spices at all, but some are on the marinade.
That doesn't count. Of course, just chicken.
That's real Creole cookery, that is.
Fried chicken.
I thought Creole had lots of spices on it.
It does, yeah. But it doesn't have to. Everything's... Now, in Nashville, for instance, they have hot chicken, which is like strips of chicken, which is so hot, I couldn't even eat one
Spicy?
mouthful. Yeah.
Oh.
Blows your mind. It's
Okay.
Nashville hot chicken. Anyway, but I do like quite a spicy crust. So in here, I've got a mixture of dried herbs and spices. Oregano and dried thyme, in that goes.
Yeah.
Cumin, which I use a little bit of. Pepper and cayenne pepper. Now, it does have a little bit of a kick,
It does. That bit we tried earlier was well peppery.
Yeah, it's got to have a little bit of a kick. And just mix it up. And what you do, I'm not going to put touching it because obviously I don't want to have to wash my hands. But anyway, the chicken goes into there, and ends up this one here. And then I flour it again. So you go flour, flour,
Hang on, you've got to explain that because I don't understand.
Onto there. So that goes into the flour, into the egg, back in the flour.
Got you,
okay?
got you.
Now, you can do it twice, but you end up, if you're not careful with the coating, which is too thick.
OK.
OK, then it holds too much oil. And then all I've got here is some... This is the oil that we used slightly earlier.
What oil is it?
This is just normal oil, but the brown is just the residue from earlier. Now, what you do is you fry the chicken, OK, so it comes halfway up the side of the piece of chicken you're cooking.
Yeah.
Like so, OK? And what happens is you'll brown it nicely. Don't worry about the top. After a couple of minutes, you then turn it over, OK?
I'm always really scared of cooking.
Yeah, no, and you should be. You really should be, because it's...
Because also, if you turn it over and splash that on you,
you're going to get it. Like I got one there years ago.
Yeah.
So you've got to be slightly careful. But if you put it over like so, then you get the lovely brown, OK?
Yeah.
Onto a tray like this, and this is where I differ slightly. I don't cook it completely in the fat. I then put it into the oven, 200 degrees, for around about 12 minutes. It just cooks it through, but also it gets rid of some of the fat. It also makes the outside crunchy.
If you were going to just leave it in there and cook it in there, how long would you leave it in there?
Oh, you leave a good 18 to 20 minutes.
Oh, really? Like that?
Yeah, no. This is slightly hotter. But you leave the oil slightly cooler.
I see.
All I want to do is get some colour.
Yeah.
In it goes in the oven. And when it comes out... Where is it?
Which one?
Over here for you, over here. In here, look. Move on, ladies and gentlemen. I've got your hot cupboard for you. Here's your chicken. There's yours, madam. Madam.
Thank you. Oh, look at that.
Is that my one with the skin on?
Yeah.
It's got skin on.
I mean, it's perfect.
Some fries there as well.
I like mine with the skin on.
Now, as you can see, if you, especially on a drumstick, if you're not careful, if you fry it too far, what happens is it dries out too much.
That's really good.
But it is. But that lovely floury crust...
That's pretty close.
Not bad. And it is quite peppery. I make no excuse for that. Now, let's talk about sides. Now, coleslaw, everyone knows how to make coleslaw. But mine's slightly different. This time you use red cabbage as well. It gives it a nice colour.
Yeah.
And all you do is add mayonnaise to that, which is an Americanism. A little bit of mustard, a little bit of vinegar. In it goes. Mix, 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 mix. Not too much. All you want is just to coat it because that will draw out the moisture from the vegetables.
I tell you what, if they'd run out of chicken after the NTAs, I wouldn't. When you said get out the car and go and get us food.
Yeah.
This is there you go. That's us.
We'd have been in tears.
You said I'm not getting out. You go. And then I got back in the car with a big bucket, having surprised the store.
I've never seen you look more beautiful than when you opened that car door clutching a bucket.
Yeah. She said this is one of the happiest days of my life.
Just before we go. Sweet corn salad. The original one in the 70s was sweet corn and salad cream. That's what it was. And it was delicious.
Really?
Yeah, and they used to serve it with the ribs. Remember the ribs in the 70s? They stopped doing them, but delicious.
This is so delicious.
Oh, yes. But you've got to cook it in the oven. That lovely grease.
Just
Thank you
beautiful.
so much. Absolutely
My
scrumptious.
pleasure.